started recording and then checked the microphone. It wasn't on. So here we are. Toddy. Day, a year and a few days. Yeah, feeling good, but feeling just like confused with the whole Airbnb debacle, especially since we'd left a place that we'd stayed for a night and booked for 4 nights, and we checked the hell out of there, and this one went full-on psychopath threatening the police because we haven't put the bins out. I mean, that's all she's got on us. We didn't put the bins out. That's a 30-second job, mate. Yeah. And it's just weird, these Airbnbs. And then we got this review saying the first wood was disappointing because they found some grease on one of the pans. And I spent an hour, a good hour, cleaning the hell out of everything in that Airbnb, putting it back into ship-shape condition. And I gave Emily, I said, you take Vito to the park, go away. They went away for an hour to give me the space to do that, to load the van and to clean up. And I was doing it all. We did the laundry, I stripped the beds, and you're just like, that's your review? There's a bit of a grease on a pan and the floors are a bit dirty. It's like, well, the floors are going to be dirty because it's lived in and we have a son. Yeah, you're renting an Airbnb. That's what happens. If you rent a hotel, it gets lived in because guess what? That's the business that you're in. You're renting your space for people to live in it. It just feels like the whole Airbnb game is turning into a review of the guess of how amazing they can leave it in. It's like, can you leave it better than it was the state that you left it in? Like, it's like my friend. Oh, hello, Betty. Yeah, it's just a bit weird. Like, because obviously there's people that abuse Airbnbs. There are people that use accounts, and then there are like groups of people that go in, like groups of guys, groups of women, groups of teenagers, whatever, and they trash the place, and then they go out, and then but that's like the worst. And then there's on the extreme side, there's groups of people that just go in and absolutely socialize the party out there to all of their channels, and the places just get inundated and trashed by party season. You know, that's the extreme. And then I guess in the middle there of us, of what we've done of leaving a bit of grease on a pan, is people, maybe small groups of guys that come in, 4 to 6 guys, and you know, have a good time and don't trash the place, but they certainly don't clean up after themselves. They don't. They just leave. They leave the bedding. They leave the trash. They leave some cans around. They leave some mess. And, you know, it's not so bad. But like, we were like cleaning the hell out of it. And the first word, disappointing. Just like, it's going to be interesting. This case with Airbnb has been escalated to a specialist that deals with this. I submitted all of our information. And I know that the Airbnbs, they side with the hosts a lot more. And this lady was just like, I've had 22 years experience, never experienced this, your behaviour. What was my behaviour? It was nothing. We left because it was unhygienic and I had an insect crawling in my ear. And Emily didn't like all the smells and the Raid fly spray that was soaked into the curtains because you've sprayed it so much. So we left. We didn't do anything bad. We just left. And then we told you why we'd left. And then you're telling us bad behaviour and then you're reporting us to the police. That's psychopathic behaviour. That is like just never experienced anything like that before. But yeah, band branding's good. We had a couple of scans on our travels to there. Got it working again. Website's not working. I know it's all working. I know I've got this sign on the back of my van, is your life balanced? my life is way not balanced. It's been the most off kilter ever. And it's been funny because I'm trying to promote and work out this life of balance. And it's like the universe is giving me all of these challenges to throw me off, to see, yeah, to inevitably get balanced. And we will. And that was our mission, to get to the south of France, Set, and get balanced. And we'll get there. It's just funny, the journey. I'm just trying to profile it honestly with you guys, and just whoever you are, I don't know. I don't even have an audience. I don't even have a fan base. I'm just talking to me. Thankfully, my parents have been sound as a pound. And pretty much everybody else has just been, well, you know, you get to find out what's what, don't you? And things. But I love the font. We've had some comments, and I see people looking. They're like, "Nonconformity company, what's that?" I don't know, really. Still working it out. It's about not conforming to yourself, not conforming to your current self or your past self in order to create your best future self. So don't conform to what's going on now, so you can make and start designing your ideal future. Exhausted again. I know I'm bringing a lot of exhaustion, but I'm real. I know when balance comes, when we're exhausted, and I have a lot of energy, like, all the time. So even though I'm exhausted now in this video, like, I have been killing it today, sorting things, doing things, supporting people around me, and yeah, it's all good. So when I say I'm exhausted, I'm not like these zombies that are walking around Grantham Town or England. They're just like, what's going on? No, like, I'm still on it, believe me. Exhaustion for me is just, I guess there's like, I know when I'm on it, I'm like, oh yeah, unified, centrified, electrified, centrifugally infused to the bone. Blah, 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 blah. There's no effort needed because you're just aligned to the cosmos. Your spinal column is energetically aligned to the cosmologically astrological centrifugal alignment of the sun and the moon and all of those things. And you just feel great. And you don't know why, but it's because you're aligned. Sometimes you don't feel like that. But I work hard to feel like that because I know what works. I know how to get there. I know how to feel naturally aligned all the time. But you can't always be there. So you've got to, and that's life. That's what it's about. You're always trying to get to that aligned point. You're never there. You're always moving away from that. Everything is always taking you away from being naturally aligned. Everything is. Everything. People, not all people, but like phones, scrolling, technology, food, distractions, everything's taking you away from the natural alignment of the cosmos and where you need to be. It always is. So you need to be actively, consciously, positively taking yourself all the way to alignment all the time. It's like an adventure course where you're going up a ladder and the ladder's always going down, and you need to be actively always climbing the ladder, and the ladder's always going down, but you need to be climbing a bit harder than the ladder's going down to be getting ahead. Because I'm not saying everything's against you, but it's like you need to be putting more energy into charging yourself up and aligning yourself and charging yourself up than all of the other things that can take those things away. And it's easy for those things that can take energy away to absorb you, and you just get sunk into them. You're like, what's going on? And if you keep getting sucked into that stuff, like, you're gonna like, yeah, lose out. I could really do with the pizza now. A really good pizza. I've just eaten dinner. Roast chicken leftover dinner. I made cauliflower cheese and then made some peas and some other things. And warmed up the Yorkshire puddings. But yeah, I guess we've talked about this a lot. It's like, if you just stand still, you're going to actively be disevolving, unevolving, going backwards. You need to actively push forward and evolve.